Star Trek Prodigy, Season 1, Episode 13 review. So, Starflight.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to be part of Starflight.
I am impressed that they were so loyal to that promise that even after generations of mimicry, that it didn't have the Chinese phone call effect of messing up and they didn't like crash the ship. Because first of all, they never practiced on an actual ship.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit of a, this shouldn't work, but you know what? Rule of funny, rule of cool. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Which also brings the question of, like, okay, so Janeway's just one hologram, but, like, if you have multiple hollow emitters, couldn't you just, like, make several Janeways and have her operate the controls, or just operate them telepathically? I guess maybe that's not in her programming, but
Yeah,
she can't do more than just advise. She can't actually pilot herself.
She'd basically just be autopilot.
Oh yeah, well, that was the other thing. Oh yeah, I forgot. You couldn't do that because that was the whole point, was that the holograms and all that would just go out on
Yeah.
when they got there, which, given the controls are also holographic.
I know.
Like,
Maybe they're simple enough that it's not a problem.
And unbeknownst to them, there's now a manhunt after them.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. But hey, not like they're going to nearly die from Starfleet, or I should say Starflight. That finger thing was kind of cute though. I was like, oh, it's meant to be done like this.
Yeah, they got a lot of little things wrong, but they got a few things right.
What else? Oh, okay. So I thought like Murph was gonna be a mom, but no, it's
He's gonna turn into a butterfly.
no. Murph just gets more and more powerful by the minute.
All I'm imagining is really the Bug's Life. You remember A Bug's Life, where the caterpillar emerges from the cocoon, but it's basically all the same size. It just has itty tiny wings. It's the same thing. Murph just looks the same, but he's got little tiny wings.
Oh. Well, I'm glad Murph is gonna be okay.
Yeah.
You might call it a metamorphosis.
And I'm done.
Hey, I'm the dad jokes here.
I mean, just because they're like still kind of primitive, they're not that stupid. Like they figured out that that slug things make it feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he might have jumped them ahead a little bit in terms of you know, methodologies. Maybe not completely changing all their technology, but no, I don't know. They were using a lot of stuff, but
Ugh. What else?
the interesting choice to wear green.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
I love the fact that they threw that stereotype on its head of the red shirt always dies, which the red shirt did die, but he was revered.
you can be revered and die.
Yeah, but I'm saying instead of just being a nameless red shirt, which I mean,
Actually, he was because he was lit. Or did we ever find out his name, or was it just ensign?
I think it was just ensign. But I mean, instead of just being a nameless red shirt that dies at the end, which
He's a nameless red shirt that did a bunch of stuff before he died at the end.
yeah, who created an entire civilization.
I mean,
Which there's some Prime
He
Directive.
created an entire religion.
Yeah, there's some Prime Directive things in there, but extenuating circumstances.
yeah. Couldn't be
Yeah.
helped.
Um,
Yeah. I mean, he does. He didn't do it on purpose. It's kind of like Kelly with the in that episode of Orville creating that religion around herself.
Mm.
Only instead of seeing it thousands of years in the future, we just see the 100 year.
I gotta say, damn, that thing leaking for like 100 years.
I know. Talk about environmental pollution.
Oh, it's like how much fuel is in that thing?
enough.
Also, it wasn't a really huge leak. It was just dripping for for 100 years.
Oh, still, even then.
And keep in mind, those shuttles were had to have like a lot of fuel to get
I mean,
them.
I mean, at most, I could see maybe like a couple years, like a decade at most.
Yeah, it did seem like that was a lot for that, but maybe it
Yeah.
started leaking after a time. I don't know. That got it a few more years forward, but that's still a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of plot holes in this episode.
Oh. What else?
This touched on Dal going all, we're imposters, we're just fake, that sort of
Yeah.
thing. Basically coming back to the same resolution he'd come back to several times. So, well, we might not be Starfleet, but we're gonna do our best to be Starfleet.
Yeah.
And so, you know, they've come to that conclusion. But we're not really, but we'll do our best. And it's like they've come to that conclusion several times.
Damn, I can't even try to remember his name, but the engineer.
Scotty?
No, the engineer of this show.
Oh, Dal. I mean, Dad.
Uh,
Pog.
Jacob or something like that.
Jacob, yeah, Jacob.
Jacob Pog.
You know what he wants to be, he can Be a pretty good hero.
Yeah. Well, they all can. They just, he just is pretty
He's got
and
a good self-preservation
self-preservation.
instinct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the most aware of his own mortality. It's like, uh, I think this is a bad idea. Like, you guys are crazy for going into this and dragging me with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'm feeling a little bit sick. Like, no, you're coming with us. I thought it was gonna be like some giant monster that they had to beat. It's like, nope, just pollution.
Well, I mean, once they, like, I wasn't sure what it was gonna be, but I knew it was gonna be. They misunderstood what the thing was actually called,
Yeah.
and it was something we know what it is. Like
Yeah.
those are the two things that it was going to be, because that's always what it is with these type of stories. You know, they
I
make.
was. Have you seen Cowboy Bebop?
Yes, I think so. It's
You
been a
rem-
very long time, so I don't remember everything.
okay, there was an episode where their food, like, was so rancid that it actually gained, if not sentience, then like, became a living thing and started like attacking them. And when they said galley, the galley is the kitchen of a ship. I was thinking some sort of psychotic food monster. Like a giant slug or something.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be something relatively silly, but
Also
you,
look
you
up look up on YouTube Living in the Fridge Cowboy Bebop. Hilarious.
but
I mean, my food's gone bad, but it hasn't gone that bad. Or maybe it has. I'll be right back. Kill me! Kill me now!
later. but,
And the worst part is in the living in the fridge thing, they had similar kinds of bruises just appearing from the attack. So,
Oof.
but it wasn't contagious.
That's good.
So Dell wouldn't have gotten it from it.
yeah, there's. But they do. When you do see it, it's like okay, okay, I can see where that would be menacing, and how if you were a pre-warp civilization who didn't know what was going on, how that would be. And it was dark, and all you saw was the red glowing lights, and it's like, oh, yeah, I guess you could see that as
Yeah,
terrifying.
but was it ever truly dark? Because the radioactive glow was causing everything to light up. The
Yeah,
leaking plasma into that
yeah.
that pool.
Yeah.
Which also, I really hope that's not their water supply.
Ooh, yeah.
Because that is a large body of water nearby them.
Well,
Where
I
they
suspect it's it's some little uh caldera or something. It's a little basin on its own. Like it might leach into groundwater eventually, but like they only seem to get sick when they
one
went there, because the rest of the time they were because all the ones that lived in the spaceship were fine. They looked fine. So there's
also,
only what?
let's hope that he doesn't nobody tells tells Starfleet about this. Because if it goes to Starfleet, it'll go to the Ferengi, and the Ferengi are all about making a profit. And all that dilithium just waiting to be,
Yeah, fair point.
that is a lot of dilithium to be mined. And there's already environmental damage. They could be saying they're doing a salvage mission and then just collect all that dilithium and sell it at a major profit.
At a discount.
Yeah, at a discount.
Which means it's
Major
twice the
profit for
price as
them.
it should be.
Yeah. Major profit for them. Discount, I'll
A
they'll pull
bargain.
they'll pull that red from Animal Crossing. It's like, I'll give you the friends and family discounts. Only $5,000. Well, 5,000 credits.
And they're like, what's a credit?
Yeah, they'll try to charge the locals to save their area for them. It's like, we heard you have an environmental disaster here. We're here to help. Now, we're here to offer our services. If you want, we can recover that ship for you and clear away all that toxic. It's okay. We blocked it off with some rocks. We're good. Yeah, but that's gonna seep into your water supply and poison. It's been doing this for 100 years. I think we're good. Yeah. It's gonna start seeping into your water supply. Well, let us get rid of that for you. We're the 1-800-GOT-JUNK people. we're gonna get rid of that for you. Okay. Just 100 bars of latinum an hour. What? We don't have latinum. Fine. We'll just take the dilithium from the caves too. I guess that'll be compensation.
Oh, you're so kind.
I am disturbed at how Ferengi-like I can think. Tell me that's not something Quark would do.
Oh, totally.
I was talking more to Dex because Quark is DS9 and that's Dex's show.
This is a fairly simple episode.
Yeah.
Wasn't a lot of complicated things. I mean, it's kind of a continuing on that small plot with the diviner and whatnot, and then just a quick stop over to there, and yeah, it's just.
And he totally made them think that these kids are this mad lad group of like psychos kidnapping people, stealing ships, like freaking pirates. But hey, they rescued the other guy, and hopefully he can well, they're on the trail for the other guy, and hopefully he can square things away.
True.
Because that other guy found the other guy's shuttle was found.
Yeah. I don't think he'll have nice words to say.
Nah.
Just saying.
But at least he can tell them it's a bunch of psychotic children, right? They're like the Foot Clan in space. Of course, that would make the Diviner Master Shredder.
I mean, how would I get rid of the evil thing? Drop the warp core.
No, because that won't just get rid of the ship, and they'll still Just put it in a new warp core and try to reactivate it. Fly it into a sun and then escape on escape pods.
Unless somehow it's fireproof.
Bury it, or fly it into a volcano or something.
Or just have Murph eat it.
No. Murph's in a cocoon right now.
I mean, after it becomes a giant man-eating butterfly, then have it eat it.
Okay. You mean giant ship-eating butterfly?
Yeah.
Because if he's going to eat the ship, he's going to be a ship eater.
Yep. Next time on Starflight.
I did love the affectations they gave. They had such brilliant impersonations of the Captain Kirk kind of vocal intonations that in Star Trek, the original series. And then, but I mean, everybody has a Shatner. In fact, in Twisted Tunes, they have Shat-offs, where each of them is voicing Shatner as a different character. And then the Spock, and I love the fact that they even have a Scottish one, somebody who takes on the vocal affectations of Scotty.
To infinity and beyond. That is the wrong show.
Although that makes you question, they did have the logs then, right?
Yeah.
Because they must have had some sort of reference. But it either must have been really distorted for them to mishear everything.
True, but also
it must have died out a while ago, and that's just been passed down by word of mouth.
Gotta love the long telephone game.
Yeah, but if they got all that wrong, how did they know how to fly the ship?
Maybe he left manuals.
I doubt it. He had a little thing in his pocket on how to fly his shuttle because he was a stupid dude who didn't know how to fly, and he's like, I gotta be a good pilot. Here's how I do it.
Yes, this button does this, that button does this, do not press this button.
Yeah.
This button is the coffee machine. And it's nice that they gave them some updated medical stuff.
Which is a total breach on Prime Directive, but they're kids and they don't know the.
Well, yeah, no, but Second Contact,
Yeah. But ask Lower Decks all about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they could even, if you wanted to do a crossover sort of thing, you could have well, it depends on what era this occurs in, but I forget which way it goes, but you could have if it's the right way around, you could have them have Lower Decks visit Starflight.
Maybe. Well, yeah,
that
could happen because wait, no. Hold on a sec. Okay. Let's see.
Do, 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 do.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah, there's not much else left to talk about, I think. I think we pretty much
Yeah,
got it.
Yeah, we've drained it.
All right.
I was trying to figure out the order of. Nope, that's not gonna be.
To go.
Oh, here we go. Maybe. Nope. That only goes up to Beyond, Star Trek Beyond.
Or just look up the episode and see what on Memory Alpha and see what it says the star date is, and then compare that with Lower Decks.
Okay, so 2380s is when Lower Decks happens. And Prodigy. '23 at 83. So
Depending on what
5
year.
after the end of the Voyager. So it's 3 years into Lower Decks.
So, yeah. So, I mean, if the right amount of time takes place, you could theoretically have. You wouldn't have it because they're on completely different age ranges, Prodigy and Lower Decks, but you could have Prodigy stuff in Lower Decks, but not really Lower Deck stuff in Prodigy.
Yeah.
Well, there's always time travel.
All right, well, call that an episode.